Welcome everybody to the Poke Battle Network. Today we're going to be taking a look at Pallet Town PVP's Genetic Cup tournament. Pallet Town has been giving a monthly tournament every meta this season, and it has been wonderful to participate in it. This run, we're going to be watching Rhyblet's 4-0 run. Now, the genetic meta has been very difficult, and if you are playing in the Battle Frontier or Gym Breakers, this might be a good way to look at some of the teams that were played with and how they played with them, because a lot of fun stuff has been played in this genetic meta, and these teams were wild. We get to watch Rhyblet now as he's going to battle his 4-0 run. So let's take a look and go watch his round one. Alright, breaking into round number one, we got Haley McG96, and their parents are Kofa and Feraligatr as well, but they brought the children of Ludicolo, Annihilate, Bastiodon, and Pidgeot. Ludicolo's wild with all of the charge moves, and Bubble now going back to what it used to be. But we get Feraligatr now into the Poliwrath. Poliwrath counters away, and the health on the Feraligatr doing really good. Again, Poliwrath and those counters really showing how they did so well for people here in this meta. But the debuff, will it be enough to keep him alive? It is, and the countering down Poly comes in and takes out that Feraligatr. Back comes in Ludicolo. Now, it's not Razor Leaf Ludicolo, it is Bubble Ludicolo. And Icy Wind will be effective because it does have that grass typing, so half of Ludicolo's health is gone, as Bubbles did a little bit less as the Icy Wind debuff goes through. Here we go with the first charge move. Gonna get a shield and Scald. Ludicolo's got Scald. Look out, everybody. And here's Feraligatr onto that Ghost Fighter in the Annihilate. The Crunch is gonna get shielded. No debuff. The Shadow Claws are so great, chunking away at this Annihilate's health, as in, oh, what a call. The no shield call here, and another no shield call. Ice Punch is gonna be enough, but doesn't matter. The Pokemon is now in the deep red, and Dragonite comes in to do what Dragonite does. That's Dragon Breath things down. Anything in the red, Dragonite's got. Beautifully played there by Rhyblet, leading his favorite Dragonite in round one. We'll see how Haley McG adjusts in game two, and it is Bastiodon for the Dragonite, thinking that they might just put it in the background, and there it goes. What a great call, and in comes the Pidgeot Feraligatr, building up so much energy now. With a Hydro Cannon only being 40, Feraligatr Shadow Claws are digging up so much energy. There's another one right before the Pidgeot gets to its first charge move of Feather Dance. Hydro Cannon taking the Pidgeot to the yellow. That shiny Pidgeot looking so good. Feather Dance, though, not doing too much damage, but does get the attack debuff. Here's the thing, though. It was half the health with the first Hydro not debuff. This isn't going to do that much, so it's got to put up a shield, and it does. Pidgeot gives up the second shield. Feraligatr puts the pressure down, and Rhyblet is in control. Another Feather Dance. Is he going to get it in time? He is! And the Pidgeot is in the red, which means Feraligatr will win the switch. Oh, with 1 HP too. All it took was one Shadow Claw for the Feraligatr to go down. And now Dragonite can avoid the Bastiodon. No shields were given for the Feraligatr, as the opponent's Feraligatr takes a Dragon Claw now. Rhyblet's in the driver's seat with 2 shields and 2 Pokemon. We know it's a Bastiodon in the back, and we see it's a Poliwrath for Rhyblet. A great play there. Good job bringing in the same team by Rhyblet, recognizing that Bastiodon might be the only choice that Haley McG has against this Dragonite. So to Haley McG, seeing what's happening here, just allowing it to go through, respecting both battlers. They know what's happening. No one's going to throw, just going to farm down. It's enough to go quickly. We don't need to draw it out. GG's game 2. So round 1 will go to Rhyblet, but folks, you got to play game 3. In this tournament, in these metas, every game point counts. So that 1 point that you need might get you second place. So you got to play the third out and try to get the win. Even though it's not going to, you didn't win the round, you still get those points at the end. And there you go, the Dragon Breath just chunking away at this poor bird. Oh no, Pidgeot trying to do something here. gets the Dragonite to about half health, and look at that. Is it going to be Feather Dance again? And it is. There is Aerial Ace on the Pidgeot with Aerial Ace being boosted, and there we go. Feraligatr going to claw it, the Cofagrigus down. Kofa coming out to play. Kofa's getting a little scared of these Shadow Claws as they're chunking away now, and you got Crunch to deal with. Oh my goodness, and Kofa's supposed to be a tank. That's going to be tough. A Crunch goes through and a Crunch KOs. Now it's all on the Pidgeot and whatever the third Pokemon is in the back, but this Feraligator's got tons of energy as the first Hydro Cannon gets shielded, but the second Hydro Cannon will go through, leaving the opponent with no shields left after that last shield. Pidgeot will go down, and there is the Bastiodon because Rhyblet's been playing with Dragonite so much, and he called it again. He's got the Poliwrath in the back to help, having the ABB, where B is the water typing, to protect Dragonite. Very smart and very good. A good team build here from Rhyblet as it shows through to protect his Dragonite from the Bastiodon. Doesn't even need to bring out the Poly, and there is the third game. GG's there to both battlers. Love seeing Ludicolo. It is unfortunate that Dragonite was on your opponent's team because Dragonite wasn't that used that much. So good job out there, Rhyblet. We're going to see game 1, round 1 go to you as we're going to head to round 2. Alright, looking at round 2, we have Warrior J-Mac, the Flash for Everyone community battle warrior who loves seeing all sorts of battles is here at Pallet Town, and he's going to battle Rhyblet. These battlers know each other very well, so we're going to get right into it. We've seen them battle each other in their genetic training tournaments that we've seen on the Flash for Everyone server. So you've got the Politoed there for the parent of Warrior J-Mac, and the Sableye for the child, and the Staraptor Shadow with Alolan Slash. Now Rhyblet coming in again with that Shadow Dragonite lead. Politoed gets to those Weather Balls so quickly. Good lord, Mudshot just spamming away for you. Hello, another one. Down to the Deep Red. Can he get to another one before the charge move goes through? And there it is. The Dragon Claw goes off, and the Politoed is in the deep red. The Politoed goes down, and no shields were given as the Politoed goes out, and the Dragonite comes through with a superpower for the A-Slash. A-Slash rocking the Shadow Claw, not the Powder Snow. So that's a good tidbit to know for the Dragonite. May feel a little safer out there. Maybe not bringing Kofa now, as a Drill Run gets shielded by Feraligatr. In comes the Staraptor. What will Staraptor bring? Staraptor takes that Hydro like a champ, and in the deep red, oh, Rhyblet makes the catch. Here comes the Fly, and there goes most of the Azumarill's health now in the deep green. Now the yellow, as half the health is back, and here comes the Slash. Azumarill can soak up all of this damage here and not really have to worry about a shield. Can go for the deep damage. Now I know Fairy on Steel typing is not what you want, but it does get a shield. There is a Feraligatr left, and there we go. All he needs is 40 energy, and there it is. One tap away. Here comes the Hydro Cannon, and goodbye, little A-Slash. Yes, that was a good lead. Good lead. I mean, Politoed and Dragonite. Those are some very interesting leads. Good to know that Politoed doesn't take that. Politoed being real defense heavy, but that extra attack from the Shadow Boost helped that Politoed, as Poliwrath on Poliwrath is now on the field, and we're getting some great Kanto action. Poly! And Icy Wind debuffs Rhyblet's Poly, and he leaves with energy as the Azumarill comes to play. The Azumarill's probably going to get the debuff. This is the right move to do for Warrior J-Mac. Debuff the opponent and then bring in the Slash, right? Only problem is Azu picked up tons of energy. So we'll have to see if that's going to play in his favor, as a Play Rough does almost half the damage. Still can't get there. You're debuffed now, as a Drill Run takes the Azu to the deep yellow, into the deep red, and another Play Rough we go. Azu now thinking, ooh, that deep red play rough. A bubble goes through. No shield given. Azu's probably gonna go down. It is the final drill run, and there it is. Polly could come in and get 2 counters and get some good extra energy there with 2 shields and a charge move and energy to go. The Poliwrath in the back, dry of energy after it threw an Icy Wind and dip. Now the Icy Wind for the Toad as the counters are going to go through. Here we go. Now the Mud Bomb. A Weather Ball. Oh, these Weather Balls are coming in hot. In comes the Scold. Not gonna... He is going to shield. He is going to shield. Looked like he wasn't going to. Gets the Scald off, and here we go. This damage should be good enough to take the Polly to the deep red, which means the counters go to... Oh, Simo Swappo as Polly on Feraligatr come to play. Great job by Warrior J-Mac recognizing that Simo Swappo, and with the extra shield to double shield the Polly, he's going to be in a great position. Icy Wind debuffing that water charge move, and it's dark on a fighter, so it's not going to be any better with Crunch. So here comes the Hydro, and the final shield for Warrior J-Mac goes through. Will the Icy Wind be enough here? Oh, he could probably get the Scold. There's no shield remaining. It is the Scold. And 1, 2, before the Icy Wind goes. Oh, way to go, Warrior J-Mac, making that Simo swap. Woo! That seemed like it was going to be all in Rhyblet's favor, and Warrior J-Mac flipped it at the end. We're going to see how Azumarill and Polly are going to get it in the final matchup here, as we're going down to a 1-1 with Rhyblet versus Warrior J-Mac. The Earthquake goes through, but it's not a threat to this tanky Azumarill. Both these waters are pretty defense heavy, as a Play Rough takes that Polly to the yellow. Polly building up so much energy. Will it be another Earthquake? It'll take it to the deep yellow. If it goes through, no, a Weather Ball takes it to the mid yellow. A second Weather Ball, we know it's not going to do too much. A chip here, a stab there. Way to go with that water stab. The Play Rough here will take out the Polly if it doesn't shield. And here comes the Slash. Instant immediate swap. Wonder what he predicts in the back as Slash now brings in the drill run. And it's the Politoad in the back. Polly on Polly action. Same lines again. Great that we saw Staraptor in game 1. It's good to get in your opponent's mind, right? You want that action, but the Azumarill definitely put that Sableye in the back as Polly is now on the field again for Warrior J-Mac. Won him the last game. Can it win him this one as another Icy Wind pops off? And oh, the Scald comes through in time. Gonna give that chip damage. Would have loved that extra health right now against that Polly as well. And the Azumarill that's popping up. As you might be taking this Icy Wind. Look at that. Only half of what was left. And the Slash is all that's left. Polly looking real good. And there it is. Rhyblet takes the 3rd game and wins round 2. This was a great matchup between both battlers. They know each other's playstyles. They know each other's way of battling. The Polly on Dragonite lead at the beginning. The Staraptor game 1. All set up for the following 2 games. Warrior J-Mac was able to come through in game 2. But it looked like Rhyblet was saying as Azumarill, Feraligatr, and Polly are here for game 3. Because you don't have grass out there to stop these waters. GG's to both battlers as we're going to get to round 3. Here we go, round 3 against yours truly, Sosaflow. That's right, we are both 2-0 and the winner will go to the finals. Now, both of us have been training against each other, and again, we are 2 battlers who know each other's team builds and know how it works out. So, Sosa's rocking the Muck, the Pelipper, the Gardevoir Shadow, and the Probopass, which is different, and he gets the Muck onto the Azu. A great start lead for him there, and Pelly comes in for this Farah. Now, the Crunch is going to do some damage. Will it get the debuff? Oh, and gets the debuff too, but Shadow Claw still isn't debuffing as hard as it wants. Here comes the shield. Is Sosa throwing the the nuke. No, the hurricane is an actual weather ball. So he gets the shield bait, and here comes the hydro. Sosa gives up the shield for shield. Is he going for shield number 2? Is he gonna nuke it? He hits it with a weather ball, and right before he goes down, the Pelipper gets another charge move. Looked like Fraligator was there too, but the Pelly goes first. Gets the second shield and 2 shields off Rhyblet. Farah takes out the Pelipper, and the shield is going to be huge because look what's in the back. It's Muck, and it's on the Slash and Azu. So the Poliwrath is going to take its chance. Shoot off the skull, gets the debuff it looked like. And here comes, oh, Sosa Flow makes the catch! Incredible play rough catch onto that poison Muck. That is not what you want, especially with no energy left. Muck comes back now, has the Dark Pulse, has the Thunder Punch. It's a Dark Pulse pulling through. Now there's 2 charge moves ready to go. Going for the bait, the Ice Punch. Ooh, it is so close. Sosa doesn't call. No shield. Ice Punch is super hard. It's super hard too. The Thunder Punch is enough. Simul KO. And with the shield left, Poliwrath is on the field against this Azumarill. Azumarill's got to build up for the 1 play rough. Can he get to the second? Oh, here comes the Icy Punch. Or sorry, the Ice Beam. Gets the shield. Oh, this might be bad. Can Sosa get to the Scald in time? Oh, is this going to be enough? He's 2 bubbles away from the play rough. The Scald is there. 1. Oh, not enough. The play rough isn't there, and Sosa Flow takes battle 1. Muck lead again right onto the Azumarill. Here we go again. It looks like it might be the same line. Muck gets a couple extra taps, and Farah in on Farah now as a crunch comes through. So the Pelipper looks like it's sat down. Maybe he expects it to be Polly in the back. We don't know. We'll have a defense drop though on his Feraligatr. As a shield comes through, crunch for crunch, the shield comes off, and a debuff for debuff, they say. Will Sosa give up the shield here now? Does do it. Can he get to his own charge move? Does get the charge move. Double shielding the Feraligatr again. Hydro Cannon goes through. Oh, and now a Hydro Cannon's ready to go on Rhyblet's Feraligatr. No shields. Hydro Cannon onto the Muck. Muck's going to take it onto the nose like a champ. Going to get to that Thunder Punch because that Feraligatr is going to get so deep on those Hydro Cannons. And in comes the Pelly, or not the Pelly, in comes the Polly, and out swaps out the Slash. Azumarill now lined up with the Poliwrath again, but unlike last time, Azumarill has a lot more health, so can get to that 3rd play rough if it needs to, so he could just go 3 play roughs here. As he does, gets the first one, super effective, goes through, takes it to the deep yellow. Will he get debuffed here again from another Scald? No debuff. Play rough goes through. Energy being built. The tap for the Ice Beam. Come on, Rhyblet says. Give it to me. I can't lose the Sosa. Gets the shield bait. Makes the swap. Muck comes out thinking it was a bait, and the Ice Punch is there. Muck doesn't have enough to deal with this A-Slash, although he needed to get that Dark Pulse because those counters would have been enough. All that energy now gone as he can't get the Scald onto the Azumarill. Well done, as Rhyblet is able to get his alignment proper there, and Azumarill with an Ice Beam. Going for those Ice Beams. Azu's on Fuego. He leads Azu 2 times. Sosa led Muck twice. Is he going to change it up? Let's find out. It's Dragonite into Feraligatr. For those of you who don't know this matchup, it is ugly for both ends here, as Feraligatr gets to the first charge move, gets the shield, Hydro Cannon gonna go off, immediate swaps, and here comes the Gardevoir, but yo, Gardevoir doesn't want to see Shadow Claws or the Steel Slash. No, as now the A-Slash is fully loaded with enough energy to take out the entire armada of Sosa's team. 1 shield goes through before Feraligatr can get to a Hydro. gives up the second shield, all of that energy for the Gardevoir, and it's just bad news bears from there. Hydro Cannon takes out that A-Slash as another Ice Punch is ready to go. Feraligatr couldn't have that happen as the Shadow Claws are just digging away. A Crunch goes through. Will he get the debuff? No. And look at that. He said, my boy Dragonite needs to have energy. Oh my goodness, double Dragon Claw will be enough as the Dragonite Shadow shows why it's Rhyblet's favorite. With that Dragon Breath and all of the energy from the lead, that Rhyblet's Dragonite was able to take Game 3. Both battlers mixed it up on their lineups, and it looked like Rhyblet took the matchup there, lining up with the Azumarill still and the Slash, where Sosaflor's Gardevoir did not seem to match up to anything. GG Sosaflor as we're getting to round 4, 3-0. Alright, we are here in the final round looking at Broken Waggler. This battler here is bringing in the Kofa Farah core as well, but they've got the Empoleon, Sableye, Gallade Shadow, and Dragonite Shadow. So we're seeing Dragonite on Dragonite action, and it's, oh my goodness, their Dragonite takes it by just a little bit, and with all the energy dips out. Slash comes through, and it's the Sableye gonna get the first drill run off. Sableye gives up the shield. Sableye, really good save swap again in this genetics meta. So I do suggest looking at the Sableye if you are bringing in Cofagrigus, because it is so strong. But is Slash just going to put the stomp down on it because it got all that extra energy? Yeah, as the second drill run takes out that Sableye. Remember, Dragonite has no health, nothing, nada, zilch. It is banking on a 3-turn move to come out, or a 2-turn move to come out. But it's all Shadow Claws here on Rhyblet's side, so we'll see how that plays out. Crunch goes off, defense drop. There's a crunch for Rhyblet's Feraligatr. Oh, boom. No debuff there, but in the deep red now. Don't forget that Dragonite has energy, but no health, as it came out to do nothing. Shadow Claw comes through big as Rhyblet takes the first game. This is the final matchup of the tournament, the final round. So the battlers are playing for 4-0 here. Both battlers ending 3-0 after round 3. We're undefeated here as a Hydro Cannon. Let's go Feraligatr. Those Dragon Breaths are coming in super hot and heavy. Rhyblet knows these matchups though with Feraligatr leads. He's played so many Feraligatr leads. He knows what he needs to do. He's got almost 2 Dragon Claws ready to go as the Hydro Cannon takes it out. Feraligator's gonna dip, and in comes the Sableye. Sableye's gonna probably take this Hydro Cannon. Oh, gonna shield it up. Are they going for the return? Is this the big nuke? What a play if this is the return. We'll find out what Sableye throwing. It's the foul play. Taking it to the deep red. Can he get the second foul play off? Remember, there's another shield on this Feraligatr. And tons of energy. No, and Feraligatr might have overtapped. Ooh, that might be tough as Feraligatr with all that energy. Would have loved to have taken that Sableye out as Sableye gets another charge move off. Foul play goes off onto that Sand Slash, and here comes Feraligatr trying to make a catch, and it doesn't happen. What's coming back out? What's coming out? Sableye can't get the charge move off, and it's all on Gallade. The frail Gallade's gonna have to take that drill run. The second drill run's ready to go. Gallade needed to get to that close combat or that Leaf Blade at this point and couldn't with all the energy. Rhyblet's Sand Slash is going to take him battle 2, take him the final round, and they'll just finish off this game 3 because you got to take these final games. Great great plays all around by both battlers there. Oh, the overtap. Oh, the unfortunate with Gallade in the back. It's so hard when you make the wrong call. Trust me, I'm aware of it. As a Icy Wind is going to proc and debuff that shielded Feraligatr. This will keep this Polly alive, which means Polly can get to another Icy Wind, and it does indeed. And Icy Wind will take the Feraligatr out, and it back comes Empoleon, but not before it took a counter. Not before it took a counter. Now Empoleon's got the Steel Wing, the only steel typing really in the children that is really one of the top 10 out there, and people overlook Empoleon, and I'm grateful we get to see it here in the finals because it is so strong. As now it's got tons of energy, doesn't know what's in the back. We'll have to find out, as the Sableye is going to take this Hydro Cannon. Here come the exposure of the Dragonite. And remember, Empoleon left with tons of energy, but the Dragon Breath on down will be the key win. GG's.